Hey, we're the DS Players. We're a funk styles dance group based out in Santa Clara, California, founded by Ceech Hsu. I'm JayR deGuzman.
I'm Katra Dy.
I'm Michele King.
And I'm Rebecca Logan.
Hold on. What was the answer? I don't know. So, the reason why I heard about Kollaboration is because last year I used to be a part of a team called MindTricks, and for Kollaboration SF3, which was in 2012, Kicks was a former competitor for that competition. And because I got involved with the Kollaboration community, I kept updated with all the news that they would release through their website and other social media networks like Facebook and Twitter, Instagram, and all that. When I heard they released auditions for Kollaboration SF4 this year, I decided that I wanted to try competing again, but instead of doing it with Kicks for martial arts, I wanted to bring in my dance group, the DS Players, to see, if we could compete this year and represent the Asian community through dance, since a lot of people in our group is also, Asian, Filipinos, and all that.
Came up with DS Players. Initially, the group, the very first audition, Ceech called it Auditions for Project X, and that was the original name. And those of us that made the team, we all, or most of us, had DS, Nintendo gaming consoles. And after practices or before performances, we would sit in a circle and we would play our DS. And we were talking, we were playing Mario Kart one time, and we just said, you know what, Project X isn't working, we're just gonna call ourselves DS Players. And it just stuck, and just ever since, DS Players.
And thus the DS Players were born.
Yes.
So, yeah, every new DS player is required to have one.
Yes. So we originally have about almost 30 something members of DS Players and 15 active members. But we decided to do just the four of us because it's everyone's schedule had conflicts, and it was really hard to get a lot of us together this summer within that amount of time. So that's why it's just the four of us, but otherwise it would be about 12 to 15 or so of us. And we usually have a bigger group performing, and we want to give a shout out to the other members of DS Players who are doing their own thing right now, and inactive members, our family.
A lot of the songs we dance to, since the style of dance comes from the 70s, 80s time era, a lot of the songs we dance to come from the same time. So that includes Rick James and all that, Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson 5.
Jackson 5.
You know the
Old
song?
hip hop?
Yeah.
The old school hip hop?
Yeah, and house.
Old school, pretty much.
The superpower that I would want is to be able to snap my fingers and just be ready for bed, so then I could go to sleep.
It's an interesting one.
My superpower that I would want to have would probably be telepathic powers, telekinesis. Read people's minds, move things with your head. Not with your head, but with mind control. No, not that kind of thing.
Mine.
I could think about it. I could move the camera closer to me just by thinking about it. Watch, I'm thinking about it right now, and this camera's gonna zoom in. See that?
This one did.
Mind control. Telepathic powers.
That's because I moved.
The superpower that I would probably have or want would be to change into different forms. So I could experience life as a different being. Like an ant. Would you be a giraffe? I would be a giraffe. I would be a giraffe.
Let me answer that
I would
one.
definitely be a giraffe. I have a strange fascination with giraffes, or some might say obsession.
Oh, you're
Hey!
So I was performing with the DS players in an event called Relay for Life, which is to support fighting against cancer. And on stage, my pants split down the back of my butt. I don't know if I can say that. So my pants split open, and I was in a handstand with my butt against the audience, and I was there for like a full, I don't know, 5, 6, 8 counts, just showing my split butt crack. Yeah, split pants. So I split pants in front of the audience, and I didn't know until the end of the show. Embarrassing.
We did a performance, it was actually only last year, called Future Roots, and we had a freestyle segment that was supposed to be somewhat choreographed, and me and Michelle decided to partner up with each other, except we didn't have time to practice. So we just put in the song into the playlist and said, yeah, that'll be our song. And we decided to do Waacking.
Contact much.
Yeah, so we get really close to each other. So our turn came up, our song came up, we went up to each other and started dancing. And it just kind of ended up being fighting.
Slap fight.
Kind of like really strong
Yes.
movements. And I went in her face. We
Just smacked
kicked
each
out
other. We
and
ended up smacking each other around.
we had to, yeah, I kind of got bruised after that. It was very embarrassing. Yeah, always practice with your partner.
The reason I love to perform is because I like to inspire other people, other kids to do the same thing that I do, that we do. Because if it wasn't for dance or any other kind of like social outlet that we have, then I wouldn't have the friends that I do now. And because I'm so appreciative for knowing the people that I do, I want to give other people the same opportunity to be able to meet these people. And for me, performing is a way to inspire those out there to want to get into these same like activities. Because like once they see it, they'll think, oh, you know, I want to be like these guys. And they get inspired to dance, to perform, to do whatever it is they see on stage. What we're looking forward to most of Kollaboration SF4 is basically just performing. You know, like we answered before, we love performing, some of us for different reasons, because we like to dance, because we like to inspire, because we like to meet new people, and you know, performing for Kollaboration is just another opportunity to do all these things.
Okay, ready, Michelle? 3, 2, 1.
Come check out Kollaboration 4 on August 3rd at
The California Theater in
San Jose, California to check out.
The DS players!
Woo!
Get out of here!
I'll wear your granddad's clothes. I look incredible. I'm in this big and coat from that thrift shop down the road.
This is the hardest interview in the world.
like giraffe.
like giraffe.
I want to move things in my head.
You know, like she said, it's amazing being on stage with all of us because, you know, we get to vibe off of each other.
When the Kollaboration auditions came around this year while the garbage guy is passing.